If all of the angels sang together, surely they'd say we need you. All of the Angels is Bach's Cantata 140, an incredible melody that I've known since I was a child, not even knowing maybe it was Bach, it was just there. This beautiful, beautiful, haunting melody. I think most people hearing it first time will say, I recognize that, I know it, it's in the air, it's in the wind, all over the world. I really, really wanted to do something with this beautiful melody, but I didn't know what. And I think that's a general thing that I have to say, that we come so respectfully to these songs. I mean, if it's not something that we feel is really worthwhile, there's no reason to touch these beautiful pieces. If you don't really have some kind of a unique, interesting perspective to give them, because they're already sublime. So I lived with this melody for a long time, and then Gil and I had a fascinating encounter. We were invited to visit a woman, a fan of ours. We were invited by her close friend to visit her in her home because she was extremely ill, with a degenerative disease called ALS, and she was in the final stages of this disease, bedridden, unable to really do anything but talk a little bit and move her head. And she had decided to put an end to her life in Switzerland, euthanasia, which is possible in the world today. And one of her wishes before going to Switzerland was to meet us. So obviously we ran. You know, what an honor to even be invited to this kind of a meeting. And we met this fascinating woman, an artist, who lay in her bed, and told us how she painted until just a week ago. She was still painting with a paintbrush in her mouth, and showed us some of her beautiful paintings. And this woman was incredible. She was totally illuminated. She was even joyful. It's difficult to express. There's light in her eyes, as if something in the decision she had taken, of taking her fate in her own hands, gave her tranquility and strength that we, the living, could hardly even understand. So this meeting haunted me for weeks. I couldn't stop thinking about her, and thinking about death, what it means really, and what are the kind of preconceptions that we all grow up with, maybe through religion or whatever, where you go after you die, of heaven and hell, and the right and wrong way to do things. All of those things seemed jumbled in my mind, and I said, oh my God, this is a song. This is a song, and this music is going to be this song. This story, this music is going to be this song. So I decided to write a conversation, actually, a conversation with this woman, not a conversation, it's just me talking to her over the barriers of life and death, and asking her a lot of questions, about, and telling her how I feel now that she's gone. um, and the song, uh, when I listen to it today, it always brings tears to my eye. I can hardly sing it without getting choked up. Um, and I told my kids, listen, if anything happens to mommy, this is the song we want. I want you to play, because really I can't think of anything, words that I could say that would summarize my experience of how I perceive life and death than this one.